Downs here inside the 10-yard line. And, Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 20.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a look.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter. And he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona Super Bowl.
Oh, into a C. Defenders had intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. Racing to the end zone.
And he takes this one back. Zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone.
Oh, some strong running.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Fresh off that pick-6, here's Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Keeps himself upright.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
28-0 is our score.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at about the 32. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Hurts going to keep it running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And Hurts going to move him around.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after Charles. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. And now an audible here into something else. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Look at the big fella go.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and...
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And it's picked up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. In motion right, Debo. Second down, it's Purdy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Hurts fumbles it.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw now on the final play. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And his throw here is incomplete. So we've arrived at... So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And he will find his man, Samuel. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
This 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.